No more changing stations, you came to the right place. Turn off your televisions, they'll just get in the way. It's time to get to the point on 107.3. Ike's is on the air with locals only.
Central Kentucky's rock station 107.3 The Point. Hugo from Tantric in the studio. What's going on, Hugo?
How are we doing?
How are we doing?
We're doing pretty good. I actually was up at 5 o'clock in the morning today because we did the Good Morning Show. And yeah, I don't know why they call it the Good Morning Show because there's nothing good about mornings. But it's weird because we've done Leno, we've done all those other, the Tonight Show and all those. And they always require you being there like really, really, really early, you know. And here's the thing about musicians. Normally they're not, day people. This is normally when I'm starting to wake up so I can take a nap again.
Right, sure. Gotcha.
But I'm happy to be here in E-Town.
Yeah. Tell us a little bit about the new album now. The new album is out at this point?
The album is out. Tantric's been from, obviously we're from Louisville, Kentucky, and this is our sixth record, fifth that came out. One of them kind of is in limbo, but it came out, and it took a few years to write, and I've got a bunch of my friends playing on it, and I'm really proud of it. I'm too stupid to know that I can't do it. So, I just keep on doing it. And right now we're touring and everybody seems to be coming out again. And I'm going to do it until the day I drop.
If you love doing it, you just keep doing it. That's kind of
I don't think you have a choice. So I'm not going to go back to, I'm not going to get a degree at Phoenix.
University of Phoenix for you. You're not going to go back and find a new career at this point.
Right.
Tell us a little bit about this first song we're going to hear because it kind of, to me, listening to it, it kind of goes back a little bit to the early days of Tantric. It sounds a little bit like that to me.
After you've been doing this for a minute, you get over the initial excitement of like, hey, you're in a rock band, you're signed, you're touring, all that stuff. And this record, I think, was really reflective of what I was going through right before it. And I think everybody can relate with it. And it's pretty self-explanatory, but I did want to touch back onto the roots that we initially started, which was an acoustic-based band, that was post-grunge and, influenced by a lot of different other, I'm a big Rush fan, I'm a big Metallica fan, I'm a big Yes fan, I'm a big, everything, so I just tried to write what I liked. And I wrote it for me, and then you just put it out there, and you hope that people can understand the sincerity and that they like it. I mean, it's a music business, You can create the perfect mousetrap, and it still not be great enough for people. But I'm really proud of it. It's called 37 Channels. It's referring to my ADD, and capital A, capital D, capital D, capital D. But it's just basically personal, observational songwriting. And this one's called You Got What You Wanted. And like I said, it's pretty self-explanatory.
Let's check it out right now from Tantric, Central Kentucky's rock station, 107.3 The Point. Central Kentucky's rock station, 107.3 The Point. That is the new one from 37 Channels from Tantric. You Got What You Wanted. Hugo in the studio, and just kind of talking about, the band has progressed in different ways over the last several years from the beginning, and that kind of reflects more on the beginning. So I guess you look at, the band seemed like it was just on fire at the beginning, so you go back to maybe something that works really great for you guys.
Well, I mean, everybody that plays music, I don't think anybody like physically chooses to play music. I think it picks you, and we've been doing it for years, and when we first got signed onto Maverick, this was the song that we were all just having fun, just jamming out, and the song blew up, but it kind of like really laid the pavement for us to be creatively and do what we want to do. And like we were talking about off air, people in Kentucky, I mean, there's not really any a-holes in Kentucky.
Yeah.
It's just, good music comes from here. You got Blackstone Cherry, you got us, you got Days New, just
Kentucky Headhunters, those guys.
Kentucky Headhunters, and not, there's, you could go on and on. But, this obviously was the one that kind of like, paved the way to allow us to go in different directions and
breakdown of just a huge song. And I can remember playing that one when it came out.
Yep.
Looking forward to seeing you guys.
But it's cool because, like we play that song and like, time passes by and you're like, oh my God, I can't believe, that song came out in 2001. And it's like, everybody still loves it. And the thing about Tantric fans is they're diehards, and they always come out and they support everything that we do. I think that, Tantric plays music to play music. And I think that people notice that we're not posers. We actually love what we do,
You have to, or
you have
shouldn't
to,
be, or you don't need to be playing music.
Yeah, you wouldn't be doing your job if you didn't love what you do,
no.
and I wouldn't be doing my job if I didn't love what I do, because there's a lot easier routes to go. But hopefully, everybody it becomes the soundtrack of their life,
Tantric breakdown in studio,
or the soundtrack of our bus.
Central Kentucky's rock station 107.3 The Point. Breakdown, it is Tantric 107.3 The Point, Central Kentucky's rock station. Hugo in studio and heading out on the road, doing some dates. Of course, want to mention the date, of course, you're doing in Louisville. Hometown date coming up.
Yes.
Soil, Tantric.
Yeah.
That is at the...
It's at Diamonds, which
Diamonds,
used to be
Diamonds
the old
Pub.
Jillian's.
Which used to be, yeah, which now there's a church in the basement.
Yes, there is. So you can go over there,
And
create sin, then go ask for forgiveness, and then and
fall
then,
asleep outside somewhere in the alley and then go show up at the church the next morning. I guess.
Exactly. But it'll be fun.
Yeah, that's a nice setup. It's a very nice.
It
setup.
is.
It's a nice setup.
It's a nice venue.
And
play.
that is March 30th, and that is a Terry Harper, terryharper.com. For those tickets, you can get those through Ticket Web, I think, is the other venue source for Terry Harper there. But you can go to terryharper.com. You can buy those tickets right there. All the info there on the website.
We should give some away is what we should do.
And they can win a pair right now.
Yeah, absolutely.
How about that? They can win a pair right now. Email me at the website, 1073thepoint.com, and subject, tickets, Tantric, and we will draw a random winner to go see that show, Soil and Tantric. That is, of course, next Sunday night from Central Kentucky's rock station. There we go with that.
That will be fun. The good thing is that everybody that's going to go is like, I've been at your house and probably will be at my house after, because I live probably about 4 miles away from that place.
So that's walking distance if you can put one foot in front of the other.
Yeah, I try not to walk. That whole walking thing. It's so overrated.
Good for your health if you've drank several beers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't drink beer anymore.
There you go. And, of course, 37 channels, the latest release out. And tell us a little bit about how that the project was, putting that together. You said it's taken you a couple of years to do it. So,
well, basically, this is the third incarnation, but after Mind Control, I just kind of locked myself in my studio for literally about 2 years and started writing by myself. And I wanted to write something, that was, I don't know, to me in my own head as genuine as possible. And after I got that written, I started recording it at my studio there, which is Breakdown Productions. And then I called my boys from Three Doors, and I recorded some there. And I finally dwindled down 120 songs to 13, and I'm really proud of the record. It's one of those records that you gotta not hear, you gotta listen to.
Yeah. So the passion behind the latest record.
Well, like I was saying, it's a record that in an ideal world, you listen to music all day long on the radio, but then when I remember there's certain songs that really affect you, and they move you emotionally in whatever direction, and that's really what I wanted to achieve with this, and sonically to be creative and not just regurgitate the same crap that's out you know, and I want every record to be different, you know. I'm not in this to make a gazillion dollars. I'm in this to make great music and make a living.
Mosquito
kind of came out by accident. I mean, it has a little country twang, and me and my friend Tubi, who was also from a band called the Villbillies, that's based out of Louisville, and now he's in a band called Knox. He co-wrote it with me, and then I had Shooter Jennings, an old friend of mine, sing. It was kind of like this southern twangy song about people, you know, just, you know, talking to you basically, and not having the courage. You know, everybody is just so many yes men, but it's kind of very a tongue-in-cheek type of thing. But it was really cool to have Shooter, and obviously, you know, Tubi and all the guys from the Villbillies, and you know, he was an integral part in writing the song, and I was really happy with it. You know, it might have gone over some people's heads, and that's okay. I'm just responsible for what I like, you know, and the rest is kind of rolling dice.
All right. Well, let's check it out. Mosquito here in the studio. Thanks, Hugo, for coming in.
Thank you. God bless you.
Central Kentucky's Rock Station, 107.3 The Point.
Oh, yeah.